Hello friends, this is my educational channel Dr. Mamta's Educational Plex and I am Dr. Mamta Rathi here with you again. Friends, today we will discuss about unit or output costing. In cost accounting, we comes with unit or output costing. It is also known as single costing method also. Unit or output costing is used in the industries or organizations where standard products are produced from a common process and the all units produced are more or similar to each other. It means that whenever we are producing homogeneous or identical products, at that time we use unit or output costing. This method is also known as single costing method also. Now, unit costing method is a method of costing applied to ascertain the cost per unit or cost per production where standard and identical products are manufactured. This definition is given by Walter W. Beck. He says that in our unit costing, as name suggests, in unit costing we are ascertaining the cost per unit or the cost per production. So, what are the characteristics of unit production? Now, whenever we are dealing with our unit costing, then we should be taken care that the production should be of uniform or homogeneous or identical production. The cost of unit should be physical or natural. It is very important, and per unit cost should be determined. It can be measurable, for example, per ton, per meter, etc. Now, there are some objectives behind unit costing or output costing. We use unit costing to know the total cost of production. We use it to classify cost under related categories such as prime cost, works cost, office cost, selling and distribution cost, etc. Then we have to determine the effect of each element of cost and to compare cost during 2 or more periods. This is very easy when we use unit costing in our accountancy. The next objective is to determine proposed setting price to earn desired profit. Through unit costing, we can earn our desired profit, and to determine tender price on the basis of cost data and future prospects. In unit costing, we can understand the per unit cost of the product, so we can understand the future prices. Then there are some elements which are associated with our unit costing. These are materials, labors, direct expenses and overheads. As we all know, these are the elements of cost. This we have to deal under our unit costing also. Then what are the methods of determining unit cost? We have to make or we have to prepare cost sheet. We can make statement of cost and we can also prepare production account. Now we will discuss in brief about our cost sheet. Cost sheet is a statement which is used to determine the total cost of goods produced in a specific period and in which total cost, per unit cost and cost incurred at various stages from manufacturing a product to the stage of making it sellable are shown. It means that cost sheet is a statement which shows the very important cost elements at each stage of its production. That is, from the beginning to the end, we can understand the each factor of price associated with our cost. Now, definition of cost sheet is as under. Cost sheets are prepared for the use of management and consequently they must include all the essential details which may assist the manager in judging the efficiency of production. As we know, we have to reduce our cost, we have to increase our profit, and for that we have to maintain efficiency of production, and hence we have to prepare cost sheet. Now there are some factors about our cost sheet. There should be a total quantity of production, Then total cost of total quantity produced should be known. Then per unit cost of total quantity produced can easily understood by in our cost sheet. Then various components of cost at various stage of production, that is prime cost, factory cost, office cost, selling and distribution cost, total cost, cost of production, etc. Then direct and indirect cost of production can also be analyzed in our cost sheet, and comparative of two products and its analysis can be easily done in our cost sheet, and proportion of each individual cost to the total cost is expressed in percentage in our cost sheet. So, by maintaining or by preparing our cost sheet into our production, we can have a lots of benefits of our cost sheet. We can determine our selling price of our product by the use of our cost sheet, as we can understand what is the cost of our production. We can understand what is the per unit cost of our production, so we can easily determine the selling price of our product. Then we can control our expenses while the production process is going on. We can have control over our expenses. It is very useful. Cost sheet is very useful in minimizing our expenses. Here we can understand where we are spending too much expenses and where we have a hold to minimize our expenses in our cost production. In cost sheet, we can easily compare a study of cost of past records of the two products, etc. So a comparative study of the cost can easily done because of cost sheet, and it is very beneficial to a common man working into the production process. Friends, here we will discuss about some differences between cost account and cost sheet. We should not get confused with our cost accounts and our cost sheet. Here are some points I have given to know what is cost account and what are the differences of cost sheet. Cost account is a double entry system where cost sheet is not comes under double entry system. In cost account, we use production account, process account, but in cost sheet, we use monthly and weekly. They are not used annually. They are prepared for monthly or weekly purposes. Then cost account does not help in making comparison, whereas cost sheet is always helpful in knowing comparisons. In cost account, we cannot ascertain cost per unit, and cost sheet is specially designed for ascertaining the cost per unit of our production. Cost accounting is helpful in reconciliation, whereas cost sheet is not helpful in our reconciliation. Cost account is based on cost sheet, and cost sheet helps the cost control and guidance. It means that cost sheet is one of the elements of our cost accounts. Now, we have to prepare our cost sheet in a specified format. As we know, the accountancy has formats for each of the accounting methods. So, cost sheet is also prepared in a well-designed format. A cost sheet is prepared to know the outcome and the breakup of cost for a particular accounting period. Columnar form of cost sheet is very popular. Although cost sheets are prepared as per the requirements of the management, the information to be incorporated in cost sheet should comprise of cost per unit and the total cost for the current period, along with the cost per unit and the total cost of preceding period. Now, data of financial statement is used for preparation of cost sheet. Therefore, reconciliation of cost sheet and financial statement should be done on a regular interval. Here you can see this is a format of cost sheet where you can understand the first column is associated with the particulars and the second two columns are associated with the amount. First column is related with the total amount and another column is related with the per unit cost. We have to calculate per unit cost under our cost sheet. So cost sheet starts with our opening stock of raw material. In it we get added our purchases, our direct expenses, our direct labor, and we less our closing stock or our scrap value of a stock, and then what we get is cost of material consumed. In it we add direct labor or direct wages and we get our prime cost. In prime cost, we add our factory overheads or our works overheads and we get our works overheads. In works overheads, we add administrative overheads or office overheads and we can get a cost of production, or it can be termed as our office cost. In office cost, we go on adding our selling and distribution overheads, and lastly we can understand the total cost of our production, or it can be termed as the cost of sale of our production also. Then what is statement of cost? Statement of cost is a memorandum statement which is not made according to the double entry system. It is a statement which is made for calculating total cost, per unit cost and budget cost of product. All elements of cost in statement of cost are taken from financial accounting's historical records. In cost sheet, per unit cost of each item of expenses is calculated, whereas in cost statement it is not done. Now there are some components of cost. While looking with our format of cost, we have come across with these points. Now we will see these points once again. So what are the components of cost? They are the prime cost, factory or works cost, office and administration cost and total cost. In short, these are the sequences, or these are the processes through which our production goes on and through which we can ascertain our cost per production. So let us first discuss about our prime cost. Prime cost is the main element of our cost of any product. It is also termed as direct cost, or it can be also known as first cost or flat cost. Prime cost is determined by knowing direct material plus direct wages plus direct expenses. All these contribute to our prime cost. Another cost is a factory cost. This is another component of our cost sheet. The factory overheads includes the expenses which are of indirect nature and are incurred in factory or production process or in operating and controlling production activity. Now, by these we can get factory or works cost. So, it can be calculated by prime cost plus factory overheads. All kinds of works overheads we have to add in our prime cost so that we can get our factory cost. Then we have to calculate our office cost or administration cost. The expenses which are incurred in operating and controlling the business are included in office and administration cost. Expenses incurred on effective functioning and maintenance of business, policy creation and implementation are termed as office and administrative expenses. Now, there are some examples of office and administration cost, which are rent, rates and taxes of office buildings, expenses on light and clearing of office premises, cleaning of office premises, printing and stationery. Likewise, these all products come under expenses comes under the office and administrative cost. Now, we can calculate our cost of production or our office cost or our administrative cost by adding office and administrative cost into our factory cost. Then we have to come across with our total costs. When selling and distribution expenses are added in the cost of production, then cost arrived is known as total cost. Now we have prime cost, then we have added our factory cost in it, then we have added our administration cost in it, and then we are adding our selling and distribution costs in our cost of production. At the end we can ascertain our total cost. Now, what are the selling and distribution costs? They are expenses on sale of fees, salary and commission allowed to our sales manager, traveling expenses of our sales representatives, advertisements or bad debts or price lists, samples, gifts, discount allowed to customers, etc. So, all these expenses are grabbed together, and after that we can have our total cost of production. So friends, in this way we can understand that we can easily go through the process of our production, and in cost sheet we can easily make a breakup of our costing, and we can make our analysis of cost so that we can have a control over our cost expenses. So friends, this is a basic concepts related with our cost sheets. I hope this video will clear out all the theoretical concepts of our single or output costing with our cost accounts. Stay tuned, keep watching, and please like, share and subscribe my channel, Dr. Mamtaz Educational Plex. See you soon.